Day 45. Today is Valentine's Day, and instead of talking about results or progress photos or strength numbers, I want to talk about something else. What it means to actually fall in love with the process. Welcome to day 45. 45 days of training, 45 days of filming, and 45 days of showing up. And if I'm being honest, I don't love every workout. I don't wake up excited every day. I don't feel strong every session. But I've started to appreciate something deeper than excitement. When you start something new, there's a honeymoon phase. You're motivated, you're inspired, everything feels fresh. Weeks 1 and 2 were like that. There was energy in just starting. But that phase always ends. And if your commitment depends on that feeling, it doesn't last. Then comes the reality phase. Progress slows, workouts feel normal, the excitement fades. And I think that's where most people lose interest because they were in love with the results, not the reps, not the structure, not the repetition. So somewhere around week 5 or week 6, something shifted. I stopped chasing the feeling and I started appreciating the rhythm, the predictability, the structure, the quiet confidence that comes from finishing something you said you would do. It's not dramatic, it's steady. And steady is underrated. So today's workout, we have a pull exercise, a push exercise, and a leg exercise. The same movements I've been practicing. But there's something different now. I'm not trying to be oppressed. I'm trying to be consistent. And there's a calmness to it. And that calmness feels like commitment.
If you start looking at the outcome, you lose sight of the process.
So if you think about it, loving the outcome is super easy. You see a transformation, you love the transformation, the PR, any PRs you hit, the visible change, maybe your body will start to get leaner or whatnot. That's loving the outcome. That's easy. But loving the process is much harder. And what does that mean, to love the process? I think that means you love those slow reps, you love the controlled movement, you love trying to refine your form, your technique, and you love the repetition. It means appreciating something before it becomes impressive. Because right now, I wouldn't say anything I'm doing is impressive per se, but I'm loving the journey more and more, the process more and more. How to get a little bit better every workout. Even if you wake up, you're tired, you don't feel like doing the workout, And today, in honor of Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day is about relationships. And I think this is the longest relationship you'll ever have, the one with your habits. If you only stay when it's exciting, it won't last. But if you can appreciate the boring middle, the steady phase, the quiet progress, I think that's where the real growth happens. And then you start to fall in love with the journey much more than the destination. And there's a saying, right? Enjoy the journey, not the destination, something like that. There's a few sayings like that where you just want to fall in love more and more with the process. And LeBron James says this as well. Like, he loves the journey, the process of getting ready every day, coming to work, showing up every day. So I think that's in honor of Valentine's Day, reflecting, and as I'm thinking about this, is just love the journey, love the process. And yeah, that's day 45 done. Let's get it.